What a change a week can make. It's been unbelievable what's happened with the stats, so don't go away. Well, it's great to have you back here once again as we take a look at the stats. But just before we do, a few things I thought I'd bring to your attention. And that is the first one is that I've set up a clubhouse. Yes, if you go MAX.club and you take a look at it, it's the clubhouse on entrepreneurship and life. In other words, what are all those things that really impact an entrepreneur? Like, it's not just business things. It's like, how do you get that life balance, like family, work, and you're an entrepreneur, you've got this great driving ambition to do fantastic things with your business. But how do you do that? So I'm going to be talking about those sort of things in the clubhouse. I must admit, I've been doing this for a long, long time. I started my first business when I was 16, and now I'm 55 years old. So I've been doing this a long time, and there's a lot of good ideas and bad ideas that I've learned along that journey. So it'd be great to see you in there. It's at 8 a.m. In Australian time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern United States time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern United States time. So make sure you get there. It's going to be great to see you. Last time we had a really intimate group, and it was fantastic questions like how to hire the best people. How do you hire the best people? Really good question. So I went through and answered some of those questions. Then Colin from .club came, and it was great having him. I must admit, I'm planning on setting up Max.club as a website. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, and I'm looking forward to setting that up. So you'll be able to go in there and find out what's the hot topic that will be discussed this week. So I'm going to be doing that each week at 4 p.m. on Friday, Eastern Standard Time, each and every week. So make sure you're there. So I look forward to seeing you. Some other things happening is MCL.club. Oh, another .club. There's .clubs everywhere, aren't they? Great. Anyway, make sure you check out the latest video there on traffic quality. It's fabulous. I must admit, even if I do say so myself. Yeah, so ParkLogic is going from strength to strength. Lots of things happening. Like, my goodness, we've got some incredible deals coming down the pipe with some major, major advertising networks. It'll be great to lift everyone's revenue up. And I love this industry. I really do. But without a further ado, why don't we take a look at this week's stats? Okay, then. All right, this week's stats. Here we go. So this week's stats is the 18th of March. So we're going to be taking a look at that. So let's see what we have here. The normalized RPM. And look, remember that it fell off the edge of a cliff, that the normalized RPM, and that's bounced back up again. There's some really strange things that have been happening this past week, particularly with a few of our partners for this sample set of domains. This is a good representative sample. And some odd things have been happening, and but they've sprung back. So I don't know whether some of them had some technical issues or anything like that, but we're digging further into that. But it really died, then bounced back. I like it when it bounced back, but take a look at this. Take a look at those EPC rates. I love that red line. It's going up. I know we've got a little bit of a downward trend there for the CTR, but EPC is going up. That's good. That's good. So let's see how we go. So volatility, wow, what a great big spike, like massive expansion phase overall across the whole of this sample set of data. So it's a big spike in volatility, but in a positive direction. We're probably going to see the reverse of that coming up as that spike moves through, but we'll see how it looks like in the coming weeks. Okay, so the normalized RPM growth from the base, once again, dove down, sprung back, all good. We've got to keep on that upward trend. What does this actually mean? People asking, what does this actually mean? It means if I had a 1 RPM on the 1st of January 2020, I now have essentially a 2 RPM. So really optimized up. So like 100% return, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So that's a good outcome there. All right, so this is the one. These are the charts I love to look at. The separation of Google to the direct advertising networks. something happened. Like it died across last year, the direct advertising networks. But look, they're coming back with a vengeance. They really are. Like the revenue split is getting less and less. Like it's now about 60-40 in Google's favor. And I can see it's going to cross over. That keeps on going up. It's almost like it's just linear. So it really is quite amazing. If you don't have direct advertising networks in your mix, you're losing big time. So give us a call. But anyway, so the traffic level. So even though they're paying more and more for the traffic, the direct advertising networks are not going up in a volume of traffic. What they're trying to do is buy the right traffic. And that's what I think is great. Once again, we still haven't seen some of those major market verticals come back, like travel and so forth. When they come back, my gosh, the direct advertising networks in red are really going to surge forward. Okay, so what's going on here? This is the normalized RPM. Look at that spike with Google. It really shot up. And if you look here, but also the direct advertising networks have shot up as well. And just to put them in context, that's on the same axes. The other one was using the left and the right axes. Now they're both on the right axes. And you can see here, the direct advertising networks have really, really surged forward. And Google has done a bit of an uplift too, but the direct advertising networks really moving forward, which is great news. I want them to keep on going up. So last week, if you remember, it was a big trend upward. Now we've basically flattened off. Google's slightly going upwards, but it's roughly flat overall. But I think that big spike in volatility was the thing that really caused Google to surge forward. Okay, so volatility, it's hard to see. I probably need to zoom in on this chart in the future. But it was a direct advertising networks which really had the spike. Take a look at that. That red spike just there. It really surged upwards and then came back and then it's gone upwards again. So there's some good news there for domain investors. So this is the chart where it's direct advertising networks in red and looking at that normalized RPM growth from base and slowly making its way up to where it was previously. A lot less volatility though. But Google is way up here. Remember, you can't compare these two lines because the two lines are, well, completely irrelevant to each other in many respects. It's comparing it itself because Google could have started at 1 RPM and now, wow, they've gone to like 5 RPM. Well, the direct advertisers went from, say, 40 RPM and now they're, say, 30. So they're still up above. So that's great. So don't forget ParkLogic, my blog at michaelgilmour.com and MCL.club. But it's all going well. So, but don't forget, take a look at my Clubhouse room. I'm really excited about it. Search for me. Or I don't know how you find them out. If you look around the place for the Clubhouse rooms, I'll be inviting people and all that sort of stuff, which will be great. But once I got MAX.club all set up, then we'll be ready to go, and you'll be able to just click on there and you get the link straight to my Clubhouse. But hopefully I'll see you guys there tomorrow, and look forward to seeing you at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Friday. Thanks a lot for that. Have a great week. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video and you find them really valuable for your business and helping you make better decisions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or pass the video on to your friends. Anyway, thanks a lot for that. Have a great day. Bye.